What's up, guys? Welcome to the latest episode of Tea Time with Andre and Ty Peasant. I'm Andre,
Tired President.
and our special guest today is Monk. What's up, Monk?
Yo, yo, yo. What's
What's up,
up?
Monk? Welcome to Tea Time.
Thank
So,
you. It's an honor to be here.
awesome. Pleasure to have you.
Yeah, yeah. So,
It's a
Monk,
pleasure to
my
be
first,
here.
yes, sir. So, Monk, I have a question for you.
Sure.
When did you became a communist slash socialist?
Sorry.
Been so gradual. And even to this day, I still call myself a Marxist sympathizer, not an outright Marxist. I'm not sure
Okay.
that there's any government model that's left enough at this point. Um,
That's true.
with how complicated and fucked up the world is. I feel
So,
like
do
I've
you,
Right,
kind
right.
of gone. I feel like I've kind of gone off the political cliff on the left. I mean, I feel like civilization itself was a mistake, and
yeah,
Marxism
right.
and
You're right.
Marxism, even Marxism serves to um, is serves to it's also about progress and materialism, and we have to get away from that.
For sure.
You're
So
right.
do you agree with the video that Feeney posted? What's your thoughts on it?
One thing I was thinking about when I was listening to it was I was wondering if the um, if the Marxist left community that we're familiar with on Twitter is still down with Afeni, or if they think of her as like a Pat sock. You know, I mean, I
Right.
really like Afeni,
Oh, I do too.
um,
I do too.
but I feel like I'm a bit more to the left than she is. But I'm pretty sure that she and I would agree on every policy position, so I love her.
Yeah, she's
For sure.
awesome. Kamala Harris, nah, she's not gonna do anything for us. She's
It's funny that Afeni brought up Barbara Lee because I actually would have considered voting for Biden if he had picked Barbara Lee, and I'm glad that he didn't because then I would have voted for Biden. But there's a reason why Biden didn't pick Barbara Lee. It's because he's Joe Biden, and
oh
that's
yeah,
why he picked Kamala Harris.
for
So
sure.
Yeah.
And
Identity politics, man.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, there's gonna be a woman dropping bombs on Gaza now. That's it. But yeah, at least it's a
Yeah,
woman.
black Asian
You
woman.
know?
more
Yep.
of the same. Could anything be more boring? I mean, I find American politics so disinteresting, other than the horror that it's unleashed on the world.
And her laugh is just terrible.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Like her song "Coconut Tree" is wild. Have you heard it on TikTok? Her like they
You
made
know, I've phased out of paying attention to a lot of stuff. Again, going back to the whole self care thing. If I can't affect much, I've kind of backed away a little bit on involving myself on observing everything because it's just kind of driving me crazy.
yes, like this song. Like, oh, hold on, I gotta play it. It's I don't know.
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, and I think you were open about this before, so I can ask. You said you were exploring an autistic diagnosis. Did you get further along with that?
Oh, well, I don't have any health insurance, but when I do, I'm gonna see if I can get a diagnosis. But right now, I am undiagnosed. But I definitely feel like I'm on the spectrum for sure.
If I had to guess, I would suspect the same.
Oh, really? Why?
No,
How do you know?
knowing you as limited as I do, but that would be my impression. Would be like, yeah, I can see that.
Why do you think so?
It's kind of a hard thing to put into words. It's just my impression of you as a person. Um, I imagine that you and I struggle with some of the same things, just in a cognitive sense.
Yeah, no, for sure, I do.
Yeah. Um, and I feel like some of the way that you handle things to kind of self-soothe kind of remind me of what I do to calm myself.
Yeah, because when I get mad, I get mad. Like, sometimes it's hard to regulate my emotions.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm historically horrible with that. So, uh, Yeah, autistics have tend to have wild emotion range that's
Yes.
kind of heavily unregulated.
Yeah.
Um,
Crazy.
I mean, it's like the one area in my life where I'm as mature as a fucking 2-year-old. I'm like a completely immature baby man in that one area when it comes to rage, you know? So, yeah, it's a struggle being autistic.
Oh,
It's not just being a quirky personality that people kind of snicker about because of a show like what's that show that my daughter watches? I never watch any TV, so I forget what everything's called. Sheldon. What's Big Bang Theory? She loves Big Bang Theory.
yeah. I used to watch it, but I hate the lady. She's a Zionist. I can't watch it
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah, Amy. Yeah,
Oh well, fucking all Hollywood seems like they're a Zionist, huh?
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah.
90% of them.
Oh yeah. Sorry, my cat's on my office. Get off. Get
I mean,
out.
it kind of almost begs the question, like, how do you become successful in this country without becoming so fucking out to lunch and losing your morality? You know?
I know. It's like you lose your.
Like, you become famous, you become successful, and then you become a fucking asshole that people like us resent. You know?
It's like you lose your soul. Excuse me.
Save your soul.
And then on the other end, you try not to lose your soul being ground up into a capitalistic, you know, working ant.
Yeah, where they make you forget what's really going on, and like you're working for shit. You know, it's not like back in the day where one full-time job could like get you a lot of stuff, a lot of opportunities, and yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. So, did you start this podcast because it was like, well, if I'm going to be this popular, I should do something with it? I mean, tell me about the podcast.
Well, it was Andre. He actually gave me inspiration to make videos. He was the first one to do videos. Yeah, because
Okay, so
Oh.
and then you've been at this for what, like a month or something?
right, Andre? 2 months,
months.
yeah. And we
2
just
months,
decided
yeah.
you decided first, right? You wanted to make a network and then you wanted to add
Mm-hmm.
people and then you
Yeah.
asked me in. Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's been
So
cool.
like,
A voice for the voiceless. So that's why we let in tea time, kind of let the guest
Yeah. Interview
do it.
basically.
yeah,
And,
I
yeah.
like it. And then it's like you have tens of thousands of followers, but then it's like you get only like a couple hundred of views on the podcast, and it's like, what gives? I don't understand yet.
I know. Chill time is
Yes.
a work in progress.
Chill
But
Time's the only. Yeah. Chill Time's the only show that's blown up. Now my show don't do good. Tea Time do okay, and you know, yeah. So I guess we just
Does it get more live like this, or when people see the upload later? Views, I mean.
like when I upload it to YouTube, it gets
Like, are
a few
more
views.
people listening right now, or like later when you upload it?
no, it's not live. Well,
It's not live.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're not live right now.
yeah.
Yeah, we record.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we good. Yeah. Now our first episode of Tea Time got like over 2,000 views on Twitter. So yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Was that with was that the one with Maria Farmer?
No, that was episode.
episode 1 with just me and you right before we thought about
5.
yes.
Oh, because I checked out the one with Maria Farmer and I thought this is really good. I was like, this is an excellent choice for a guest, and she's really good. And I was disappointed that more people did, because it was worth listening to, you know.
For sure, yeah.
So-
I like the vibe of tea time because it's just chill and
Yeah. It's conversational. It makes it more relatable,
exactly.
you know, and then it makes it more kind of disarming for, you know, when you have on a guest that's maybe less shy than me. And even I have my moments where I'm shy on here because I'm not used to doing this. In fact, I haven't been on a podcast before.
You have not?
But this is my inaugural
Oh, really?
podcast.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is the place.
Yeah,
this is the
man.
place
Yeah,
to
in
be.
fact, I was really surprised that you wanted to take me as a guest, because I feel like most of our community on Twitter just avoids me like the plague.
I
So-
see that. They're assholes. So they're just
Yeah, Twitter, man, it's a shit show.
they hate me. Even they
Yeah.
follow me and they hate me.
Yeah, a lot of folks unfollow
Well,
me because I'm tweeting.
Yeah, but
Pro-black
probably
folk.
most of the people that hate you are probably They're
Jealous.
probably either guys that want you or they're women that are bitter that they're not as good looking as you. I mean,
Oh, you're too nice.
Oh yeah,
You're
that's
too
true.
kind.
no,
I
I mean,
believe that.
I mean, because a lot of her followers, I mean, I don't know if it's like 10 or 15, but like there's a good portion of them that like are shallow and they're not for her. They're like against her, but they are interested in her anyway. You know? So I
Yeah,
guess I'm thinking
I
about
like
that
it.
crowd though.
Yeah.
For sure.
But no, I
Yeah.
mean, Liz is one of those accounts that makes me glad that I'm a small account. You know, because I feel like she goes through a lot of like people like her go through a lot
She
of
do.
hassle.
Oh yeah.
You know, like I mean, I'm
On the
glad that I'm
daily.
a dude. Like I'm glad that I'm a dude and people aren't into like how I look. You know.
Oh. Uh, nice save.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think of how awkward Joe Rogan's first few episodes were. I mean, it was a mess.
Showtime is.
You know, it didn't look like it was going to go anywhere. You know,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
that was back when he still had his hair. He hadn't
Oh
shaved
yeah.
his head
Yeah.
off
Yeah.
yet,
Yeah. I remember that.
and it was like in a living room. It just looked like it was in some person's apartment. It looked like total shit. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
from humble beginnings emerges greatness. Driving does get more scary as the quality of drivers go down, which is definitely what I see with each passing decade, if not year.
For
Yeah.
sure.
That's true.
Yeah, like I turned 16 at the end of '89, and I loved driving for quite a while. But the last 15 years or so, I hate driving. It's scary.
You too.
Oh yeah.
It's just
I don't-
another thing that's changed, you know?
Yeah. That's why we need high speed rail and shit.
Hell yeah, like
Chicago.
China. China.
Yeah.
Let's say China. China, 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 China.
We have a subway system here.
China.
We have a subway system here in Atlanta that I use. I definitely believe in mass transit. I like for more people to use it so it would get more support and expand in this country.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Instead, people are talking about Hannibal Lecter, what Trump is saying, and people are talking about coconut trees.
You know, I just,
Oh, Lord.
I mean, I don't have a TV. I don't know what people are talking about. That's why I got you guys. Like I follow, like what I know about is based on who I follow. Like I don't keep up with the news or anything anymore.
So what do
Yeah.
you think of the coconut song? You like
Like
it?
for example, you would be a trusted news source to me. So I might learn something from you, and that's part of how I'm informed on the world today. I'm not gonna fucking listen to BBC or Reuters or AP or I don't. I'm off of that info grid, like right now.
I don't blame you.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I try to get independent media.
And I
sites.
feel like really my social media life is really like for anything that I discuss, like politics or whatever, it's just the excuse to be social. It's just so I can, you know, communicate with my friends.
Yeah, communication good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
So
Which includes the silent moments. Those are important too.
Yep.
I'll play the coconut song then.
The coconut song. Shit. Oh Lord.
Man, that was terrible.
Okay, we've been
Oh,
silent.
God.
We'll be playing it.
That was amazing. I should, if I was still drinking, I would play that some more. Hey, Andre, what music you like?
Coconut tree. I love the
Oh
coconut tree.
gosh, you got to work with me, Andre. What do you listen to when you're not listening to this?
Man. Oh hell. Anything. Anything 70s, 80s, or 90s, like that range. That's what I mostly listen to.
I like 90s.
Anything in the 80s or 90s, it doesn't matter what the genre is, just in that time frame.
Yeah, I got over 5,000.
Man, because I got to tell you, there was shitty music in every time, in every era.
It is.
I like
It is.
the 60s. I like the 60s music, the protest music. I like that shit. The free love
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on. Hey, I think I lost you guys for a second. Are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Coconut tree.
Hey, hey, Monk, you see this article I shared my screen too?
What last
wow.
Sunday was Earth's hottest day? That one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your thoughts on that, man? It's crazy time, man.
So my thoughts are that we're now in an age where we're regularly breaking records. Like that's life and climate change is almost every other day we've broken a new record. So it's always as hot as it's ever been now. And
Right.
that's what's going on in some of the world. And that's why you have assholes saying, well, there's not really climate change because they're focused on some other parts that aren't quite as hot. And, then they're focused on weather instead of climate.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, man.
it's getting worse.
But, I mean, climate change obviously speaks for itself. I mean, obviously, it's crazy, everything that's going on.
exactly.
And but there is lately, I will say that in the last year, I've noticed on the American far left that there has emerged a divide with people who believe that there actually isn't climate change. There's only a bunch of assholes geoengineering our weather and shit like that.
Oh, I heard about that shit.
And then there's the traditional far leftists who very much believe that climate change is man-made and that's happening. So I think that that's interesting that that's emerged in the last several months.
I heard about that.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to look into
And it seems like it's
crazy.
It seems like it's more in this country than like in the rest of the world. I don't know why. And it seems like it's with some of the people that are around my age and a little older. But I've had some falling outs with some far lefties over this.
So what do you think? We don't judge here on Tea Time.
Nah. Judge free zone.
Your thoughts. Tell us.
What, on climate change or what?
What you believe.
What you believe, man? Yeah. What's your thoughts?
Oh, you mean about our existence here on Earth?
Well,
Yeah.
Or were
Go
you?
ahead.
Well, I didn't think you were talking about something specific at this point, so I thought you were like going massive big picture on me.
picture
Oh,
good.
Yeah. Trying to, go with the
Like, are you asking me? Are you putting me on the spot? Like, like what are we all doing here? Like, like God's not here. Tell me what you know, Justin. I mean.
Yeah, Justin. Tell us the goods.
Tell us the tea.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
There's something that's been on my mind recently that I think is interesting and that I think a lot of people would benefit from. And that is if they would read what William Shatner had to say about when he went into space. It's something that I resonate with, and it's something that I think people would be a bit inspired by in a good direction if they would check out what he wrote about that. It begins with some boring bullshit about the preparatory stuff, but when you get further into it, he talks about the actual experience that once he actually looked out the window and saw space. That's a recommendation to the listening audience tonight, that you read what he had to say about that.
Yeah.
And as far as kind of a big picture thing going on, part of the big picture. Is that an answer to a question that no one asked?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Zone. Yeah. Yeah.
And you say that. So basically, the big picture of why are we here? Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Well, first of all, any addressing of the big picture is going to come from our human perspective, which is limited.
That's very.
So it's going to be that human. There's going to be that humanist stamp on it. That's going to be faulty in the first place.
Because to be honest, we truly don't know.
There's very little we know.
Yeah.
We can bank on that. That's why it's important to be humble.
Yeah, there's very little.
Oh,
We
yeah.
think we know it, but there's very little. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's true, man. Yeah.
One way I put it recently was I put in kind of question answer form. I said, what is the meaning of life? And then I put to cultivate character. And then I respond with, why is that? And I answer with, so that you'll be happy. Because that's what everyone is looking for, is to be happy.
Yeah, happiness.
And the rightful
Happy,
way to
yeah.
do that is to cultivate character.
What you mean by that? Cultivate character.
My coach, man. My head coach.
You've got to do what you can to improve your character, your personal character in this life, so that you won't hurt yourself and other people. And if you're not learning from your mistakes, then you're fucking off. You're not doing your job as a human in this life. Did I mishear you?
Yeah, you misheard me. I talk Sorry about that. I said that sounded like a toxic friend I had before. Like, we used to be real close and shit, and she just started acting like a fool. So
some people they decide to go south, and they're gonna kind of own their bad personness, and they're gonna they just go south. I had 2 falling outs with my 2 best friends of 35 years earlier this year.
Wow.
And one of them, it was a personal thing where it was what you said. It reminded me of that. Like, we're now like incompatible as far as like where my character is at and where your character is at. And then the other was just the whole political thing with like, this guy is still going to vote for Biden. I'm like, I don't have anything in common with you anymore. It was like an epiphany,
Yeah. My lady friend, she live in Fort Worth. She said she gonna vote for Kamala Harris. I'm like, why? Like, why? Like, you know that she's a.
I started off trying to be as severe in my language as possible, like just to kind of shake people into like, because I'm so. It's all that I can do to not have this stuff be normalized. What's going on. So I'm like, guess what? I want to kill you. But I've kind of made my point, and I'm just going on now.
Right.
I'm all up for the revolution whenever it's going to happen. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be the one to spark it.
Oh yeah.
I know neither. Yeah. I get it. Yeah.
And I really don't think that as far as revolution goes, it's going to be anything organized. I think it has to be what everyone has in their own mind, their own idea, their own operation. I think someone's going to have to show the way, and they're going to have to set the example.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then more people will have to do it, and that's how it's done, if it ever happens.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have a question for you.
It's gonna be chaotic. It's gonna be chaotic.
Yeah. Will cause a ruckus.
Well, it's a question of how much does society unravel and fall apart before there is revolution. I mean,
100.
Yeah.
I mean, will there be revolution when it's too late?
Yeah.
I mean, we should have revolution now. I mean, that's the point. That's the morality behind it. But we can't even get people to vote third party in this country, let alone have revolution. So
that's very true.
Well,
that's part of the fascist dynamic. Is the stuckness of it? Is that the masses don't wake up? It's that they make their deathbeds.
They need to wake up in time for sure.
Gotta wake up before it's
in the Second World War. In the Second World War, we had the Allied forces put a stop to it. This time around, no one's coming to stop us in Israel. No one's coming to stop us.
Fuck Israel. Fuck the imaginary state.
Fuck the imaginary state.
Fuck Israel. Fuck Israel. Yeah, nigga, fuck Israel. fucking real. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So Monk, where can people find you on social media, bruh?
On social media. Yeah.
On social media. Yeah.
Once in a great while, I will upload a video at YouTube. It's at Nominay, Nominay. Usually, it's stuff that's not related to current events, and I'm easy to find as one of the people that follows Liz. I usually reply to her stuff and Panic Pixie Dream Monk. And then I'm not going to disclose my public name on Facebook. I'm not really worth following. I'm not really worth following anyway if you don't already know me. So
I peep game on that.
And if we're wrapping up now, I want to thank y'all for having me. And
It's
I look forward to seeing your show grow.
it's gonna be cool.
Appreciate it.
Anything else that you want to promote or something for yourself or anything like that?
I would think there would be, but I can't think of anything. If I did have 15 seconds of a soapbox, what would I want to say? Be nice to Liz. Take her seriously. She really does post meaningful stuff, and don't judge it. And let's live and let live, people. I don't know what else to add to that.
The coolest.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Thanks a lot for having me, guys.
Oh,
no problem, man. Oh yeah. Anytime.
And
man.
if you ever run out of guests, you can have me in and we'll talk for a little bit more about whatever.
Okay.
That's cool. I like that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
See where we can fill you in again.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Woo! Oh, shit.
How do I get out of here?
Hey,
I like him.
I like him. Man, that's one of the coolest guests we had so far. Like,
Yeah, like
he's
I felt-
talkable.
Yeah, with Provolone, I felt like she's cool, but I felt like nervous around Provolone.
Provolone seems like she don't take no shit from nobody. Like,
No.
oh Lord,
I
I'm
like
scared to
this
ask her.
guy.
This guy, he's more welcoming, like heartfelt.
Yeah,
you know?
laid back, not judgmental. I liked that.
Yeah, yeah,
We gotta have him
hope-
back on again.
yeah. Hey, play that coconut tree. I'm gonna dance to it real quick.